Kobe Bryant. You know, when he used to take his family out, he would always have an empty seat or an empty chair at the table. Why? Because that's summoned up that spirit that's guiding him on the left hand side.
That's big down there. It says, necromancy means communicating with the dead, usually to gain future knowledge or influence events, and is a form of magic or witchcraft, often associated with the black arts for its harmful or forbidden nature, who sometimes used more broadly.
Wicked J called it communion with the ancestors and so on and so forth. No, nigga, that's witchcraft.
Straight up.
That's fucking witchcraft.
Straight up, man. And you should be fucking with that, man. We don't deal with ancestors around here.
Nah, we don't deal with no ancestors.
We don't communicate with ancestors, man. Hey, we don't communicate. You can't mix the Hebrew way with that witchcraft, man. We don't deal with that shit, man.
Right. It's black magic.
It's black magic, man.
That's anti-Yahweh. About Shem Yahweh.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, they show that. I'm sorry, they show that a Black Panther.
I was thinking that. That's the spirit. I was thinking that.
Take that potion. He be talking to his deceased ones. That's not Israelite culture.
Nah.
That's Hamite culture,
That's
man.
right.
What do you think guys over here in America, man? Come on, man. Oh, that's a lot, bro. No. Come on, man. Wisdom of Solomon 14? The fuck do you think God is over here in America? What do you think caused that fucking flood? The first death.
Right. Yep. That same cycle of sin.
Man.
Always build up to the point where the Lord got to intervene. Yep. And right now, Esau in the driver's seat with this shit.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, Wamba made a great point through the spirit, because we all know that it started with the serpent, right? But after the flood, how did the serpent get reclaimed with their witchcraft? By marrying a Canaanite woman. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with your woman today. If she's basically connected to the church or Christ or something like that, she's trying to bring you over to that side.
Sun worship.
Sun worship.
That's right. Sunday, the worship. Because really it's a heavy feminine vibration with the church. It's that queen of heaven vibration anyway. So she bring you the sun worship, the tarot card, the queen of heaven. You said tarot card.
Right.
It's a demonic vibration, man.
You see them hoes with sage, man. You better be careful, man.
But they say they spiritual.
Yeah.
Or they ask you what your chart, your chart is. What your chart say. What's your sign?
Well, you know what? And that's almost every other so-called black woman. You know? It says, though sometimes it's used for more broadly for any sorcery involving death. Hey, one thing about, you know what I'm saying, that left-handed wicked shit, working with these idols and shit, man, it has to come with a sacrifice, man. They're not gonna give you any kind of I guess left-handed blessing, if you will, unless you sacrifice something, man. Because even though I'm gonna say King Arthur, you know, he had those demons that was gonna grant him particular power, man. But first he sacrificed his wife, and then he needed more power, so he sacrificed his daughter, man. He got what he wanted, but he had to make that sacrifice, man. Everything comes with a price, man.
And it's the same thing on the right-hand side.
Yep.
But according to Romans 12 chapter, we don't do that with family members. We sacrifice ourselves. Make your bodies that living sacrifice. And in return, the more you give your mind over to Yahweh Shemashah, the more he communes with you through his son Yahweh Shah.
Exactly. Hey, because he that goes into the prayers of the outer one Palau, the Lord's prayer. It says, "Pray unto thy Father which is in secret, and he will reward thee openly." Damn, that's a sacrifice.
That's a sacrifice. Damn, that's right.
And it's just, the way Esau's working with the left hand. Esau's purpose is instant gratification, long-term consequence. The Most High's delayed gratification. It's short-term suffering. Yeah, it's the exact opposite, bro.
And that's what we're doing now, because this would be considered a suffering in the flesh. You know, because brothers sacrifice their Fridays, their Saturdays, their youth. You know, even the time in the days before we have a structure, that keeps us from doing particular things. Till we have restraints. We got guardrails. The truth gives us guardrails to where we can't do particular things because we have structure, man.
And that's a beautiful thing, because it's kind of like you and the truth with your house starts working with you. When you drift off, you fall asleep. What they call it? Right, yeah. You know, you as soon as you hit that roll, I forgot what's it called in the
Like a
roll,
sensor.
but it's like a sensor, or even your cars have sensors. So
Oh, yeah.
the most high through your house shot is gonna wake your ass back up and put you on the straight and narrow. So the elected man can never go off and not return.
It's like a lane cross advisory.
That's
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
You get the alert either your seat, the steering wheel, or as you mentioned, the humming or the buzzing. But also when you bowl, you can put up the rails.
Yeah.
Where you got a better chance of hitting the strike.
Yeah,
That's right.
You got a better chance of not going. You got a 0% chance of going into the gutter.
Yeah.
You know. So
Hey,
most
no,
you got to
no. Go ahead.
And so, you know, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai, he's giving us spiritual safety nets.
That's it.
He's giving us spiritual guardrails to the point to where we can't detour.
That's right.
But it's only for the elect. But us as being hopeful elect members, there is a 0% chance ultimately for the Most High's elect to detour. And that's what those particular rails are up, you know what I'm saying, are pretty much up for. And even going into that straight gate. The straight gate is only for the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai to get through it.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, for trial. You know, to be tried, to be tested by his wisdom. Because the Lord gives us his wisdom, then he tests us with the wisdom, see if we're going to apply it, man. Because you look at our people that sell out, they don't have the wisdom. They don't understand to stay away from the serpent.
Yeah.
They get bit by this nigga, man.
All right.
You know? Esau pampering them niggas. You see, he put them niggas on pedestals, okay? And then what does he do? He threatens to take it away if they don't come on in.
That's right.
You know? That's why you see these niggas innocent in the beginning, but then you can see that shift. You can see that shift in these niggas like, okay, they got his ass.
Yeah.
You know?
The weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend
Oh,
was
man.
it was an innocent soul to sing in the beginning.
Yeah.
He had to apologize to his audience.
Oh,
Yeah.
And the Disney movie stars,
Uh-huh.
they've been on Disney TV shows.
Ariana Grande.
Oh, yeah. Orlando Jones, Orlando Brown.
man, that
Get
dog.
out of there. Yeah, they be innocent little teenagers on them Disney sitcoms. They get in their 20 doing freaky videos and stuff.
That's some proving grounds. Nickelodeon and all
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this too. And hey, read that scripture.
Hey, check this out, bro.
Go ahead.
Hey, somebody got to look it up. The Nickelodeon emblem,
Yeah.
the logo,
What's that?
it's the shape of the Epstein Island, bro.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
real
about,
talk.
how about SpongeBob's address? I think it's like 123 Hunt Street. When you Google that, it takes you to Epstein Island.
Damn.
Yeah, you can Google it.
And one of Epstein's checking accounts was named Baal.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, so the Nickelodeon logo is shaped just like Epstein Island.
Hey, can I say something else too? Y'all heard of that movie, The Black Hole?
Yeah, with the
We got the face on there.
Yeah.
It's Epstein's face. Look up Epstein's face, and then it's Epstein's face. I came across a video today. It's called The Black Hole. That dude's face is made just like.
You got like part 2, don't you? Yeah, the second shit came out. He was kidnapping kids, and then he was playing with them and like playing the game with them, and then he killed them.
I don't know, bro.
And Epstein was a multi-millionaire. What type of job did he have?
That's not Epstein.
He wasn't even employed.
That's that boy.
That's that boy.
He was
His whole-
beside.
That's not Epstein.
You said something about his job. If you track like all of his like history, he was a teacher with like no degree. Then he was it was something else that he got into that he didn't have education none of that for.
He was really a loser.
And then he came out, he was an options trader. He was literally set up. He just popped up. Everybody looked up to him like he just popped up. It was a whistleblower came out by the name of Robert Davis Fields, who was an NCIA spy. He said Epstein just like a made-up billionaire. So he was funded by the Mossad operation.
You gotta understand, all these niggas are made of billionaires.
That's it.
Tesla,
Yeah.
Bill Gates,
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, Larry Ellison, all of them are small hats. All these niggas are made up billionaires
That's it.
because all they are is the mascot for all their military technology, man.
That's it.
Our phones are military technology. These home security cameras, military technology, smart
That's
TV,
That's right.
Tesla, all this shit, military technology. They just throw these niggas up as the logo because you wouldn't accept a phone from the government
Nah,
if they told you this was military technology,
that's right, bro.
but you would take one from Steve Jobs.
That's right.
You see, you would take a Tesla from Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You know, you would take Starlink from
Elon Musk, you wouldn't take this and they told you this is military technology. You know?
Back in Sirach chapter 2.
Hold on, get that on real quick and Nahum. Get 2 words. Get 5 and Nahum 5 and 6 in the NLT. Then we go into what? Because it's all coming out. It's all coming out, man. The Lord put everything on the table right before He judged this nigga, man.
Right.
You know, because you gotta think about it. They got the American military right at the doorsteps of Iran.
Exactly.
Because once they go through that bitch, they done.
Yeah.
Once America go through that door with Iran, they done. Yeah, they done.
Right.
Go ahead.
And it's Nahum 3:5 in NLT. Behold, I am against you, declares the Lord of hosts.
Yep.
And I will lift up your skirts over your face.
And now the skirts are lifted.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Lord got Esau in such a trick, man, that this nigga gotta reveal himself to try to keep people distracted. Because he's desperate.
Yeah.
So now he gotta reveal himself just to keep people distracted.
And one way to do it too is to start a war.
Yep.
That's
Because
it.
with everything that's going on right now,
Yeah.
now they want to go to Iran and say, okay, there's imminent war between 72 and 96 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It says, and I will let the nations look at your nakedness.
So the nations are looking at their nakedness. Because when you look at alternative news, like especially these news analysts from other countries, they call the West the Epstein class. You know, that's what they call Trump and them now. They call it the Epstein class. Like the Epstein class trying to go to war with Iran. The Epstein class trying to do this. The Epstein, like, that's their nickname now, the Epstein class. That's mockery, man. That's shameful spirit. You know? You got it.
It says the prostitute. It's like you said, verse 5 again says, behold, I am against you, declares the Lord of hosts, and I will lift up your skirts over your face, and I will let the nations look at your nakedness, and the kingdoms at your disgrace.
Go ahead.
I will throw filth, and I will throw filth on you, and make you vile and treat you with contempt, and set you up as a spectacle.
Now America's a spectacle. Nobody takes America seriously anymore, man. And that's why you see all these nations gravitate to that military alliance of Russia, China, and Iran. Even the Gulf Arab states, they like, look, these niggas is tripping, man. Like, how can y'all run the world and y'all on this bullshit, man? So now you seeing all these states begin to sway, even those European states as well, they begin to sway to that Russian and China alliance because they look at America as a joke, man. You know, everything is coming together exactly how the scripture said they will come together, man, because now dealing with America, dealing with America back in the day was the best thing you could do. Your nation will come up, okay? Your economy will get boosted. You will get all this new technology. You will get this infrastructure. You will get military alliances that will give you security. You know, so because you needed security, you need an American Navy for your goods to sell back and forth across the open seas, man. But now it's like you said, dealing with America is a hassle because Iran said, well, look, wherever American base said, if you hosting American troops, you will be a target. Soon as America strike us, we get all y'all involved with this shit. So now these Gulf Arab states is on the phone with China and America, like, look, with China and Russia, like, look, what can y'all guarantee us? Because America can't guarantee our safety anymore. You know? So now we're seeing everything shift to the alliances that the scriptures speak about, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Yes, one.
That was it on that. Yeah, you got it.
This the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, starting verse 18.
Yep.
And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that hurt unjustly with the unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
Yeah, so Esau being cross-examined, like the courtroom said, okay? He's on the defendant. All right, this nigga is on the stand. Okay, and what happens, man? You have his ass being cross-examined by the lawyer. All the files, all the information is coming up. Niggas got pictures. Like I said, that's why, like the courtroom said, what's called the Epstein file. They're just evidence of this nigga's wickedness, man. You know. So now the nation, even with that, because all the nations are into their gods, but it's like these Edomites are the worst. Like these, because Baal was even looked down upon these other nations. That's why even you go into the scriptures, the Most High said you can have, matter of fact,
in the law. What's that? Deuteronomy 20 and 10. Deuteronomy 20 and 10. Go into the law. It shows you how much the Lord hated those Canaanites, man. Because we can make alliances with other nations, but the Lord said, y'all got to kill all them. Everything with them. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 10. When thou comest not into a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it.
Yep.
Verse 11. And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee.
So you can, if we was going on the way to the promised land, if you come across a nation and you send a messenger with terms of peace, you had to give them terms of peace before you wage war on them. So if they surrender and open the gates, then you will make them tributaries. You know, you could do that to the other nation. This is pretty much the rules of engagement that the Lord gave us, and we was on our way to the promised land coming across these other nations. Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, and if it will not make peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it.
Yep.
Verse 13, and when the Lord Yahweh thy power shall deliver it into thine hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword. But the women and the little ones and the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shall that thou take unto thyself.
Yeah, so if they didn't agree to the terms of peace, then we can wage war with them. We can kill the men, and we can take the women and children as slaves, and we can take their livestock and their treasures as spoil.
And those women became our concubines.
Come on.
So basically, there's nothing wrong with having concubines, meaning lesser wives from women of these other nations.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. And that's going to transpire in the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to procreate, and they're going to get down.
Now, shot will take
Now,
earth.
this may be the only thing regarding that. What's going to happen is, as you know, the women of these other nations, they're going to die off. Because, hey, they don't have that spiritual or extraterrestrial body just like an Israelite woman did. So if you procreate with a woman of these other nations, she's going to get old, she's going to die. But as far as your seed, because the seed is an Israelite, he will have immortality.
Yeah, you're going to have plenty mamas.
And it ain't never been a problem having lesser concubines and lesser wives, man. The problem was when you started taking on their customs and working their gods, man.
And this is why it's going to go into about these Canaanites, the protocol for Canaanites. Go ahead.
It says,
Okay, 15, 14.
14 comes throughout it. It says, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh thy power had given thee. Verse 15. Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations.
Go ahead.
But the cities of these people, which the Lord Yahweh thy power doeth give thee for the inheritance, thou shalt save alive nothing that breatheth.
Yeah, so those are Canaanites. See, because who was in the land before we got there? The Canaanites. That's why we call the land of Canaan. So it said, look, you can do these to these other nations and these other cities, but the land that I'm taking y'all to, the people that's there, y'all can't do that with them. Y'all can't take their women as concubines. Y'all can't take their livestock. Y'all don't even take their treasure. Kill everything. Get rid of everything that breathes. It got breath in it, and it come from Cain and kill it because it was so defiled with that sexual measure, man. You know, because we was a pure people. You know, we was a very pure. Most I was serious about, you going too, about their purity.
Yeah.
You know, so the Canaanites, they were so defiled that the Lord said, y'all got to kill everything. Don't take nothing that they got to breathe, man. Go ahead.
Verse 17. But thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, as the Lord Yahweh thy power hath commanded thee.
Yeah, so the Canaanite was a annihilation protocol off limits every time. Even going back to Genesis, remember this Deuteronomy. Even in Genesis the 28th chapter, Go ahead.
Genesis 9:25. And he said, well, let me start at 24. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son Canaan had done unto him. No, so like Ham. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall be unto his brother.
Yep, so Canaan was cursed right after the flood. You see? And then just to show you, because Sodom and Gomorrah, that was during the time of Abraham doing Canaanites. So Canaan had been wild from the boat all the way until you get to Deuteronomy when the Lord cleared, called Joshua and the armies of military, the armies of Israel to clear their ass out. When you read Joshua the 20th chapter, it goes into all the different Canaanite cities that Joshua and the militaries of Israel was clearing out, man. So them niggas had been wilding from the time of Abraham to Joshua, you know. But Abraham said that they had to fulfill, the Lord showed Abraham they had to fulfill a certain amount of wickedness before he got them out of there, man. So by the time you get to Joshua, the wickedness of Canaan was fulfilled, man. Now we're in the time the wickedness of Esau is fulfilled.
He has to be removed from
Yeah, this nigga, now he's at that point to where his wickedness is fulfilled. This is what we're seeing. This is why you got goddamn a third of America's Navy, okay, on the coast of Iran, because that nigga wickedness is fulfilled. And the Lord got a trap for this nigga, man. And guess what? When that nigga when they go into Iran, it's gonna lead to the same destruction that Sodom and Gomorrah got. That's how that war gonna end. You see? So the wickedness of Canaan, just like back then, has came full circle through Esau Edom, man. You know?
Yeah. 2 Ezra 9:4. Then shalt thou well understand the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
Yep.
Even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning. You see? So you have, and then what wickedness did them Canaanites and them Hamites get into, man? The wickedness of the serpent. They picked that shit back up. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
The end is manifest. That's why the Lord is allowing all this exposure, man. Okay? Because the end, the end is manifest.
Yeah. And everybody pinpointed the same person now.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you know he was a bad guy within this movie, what we call life.
Yeah.
He's so evil, man. You know, his weakness has got so much to a point. It's like the cancer went throughout the whole body, which is his whole earth. Now the physician got to come.
Yep.
You have a shot.
That's right.
He's going to cut his ass out. He's going to eradicate him.
So it's a lot. I actually got to read up this one. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time where the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So we're seeing all the signs that leading up to the Lord getting ready to visit, man. Because the Lord got to show up in the midst of the war, and we know that this war is going to be conventional for a moment, then it's going to go nuclear. But then we know that MOTB got to be mandated first. So every time this devil takes a step towards the New World Order, no matter which direction he goes, all right, it brings war closer, man, because it all tied in together.
And America's going out with a burning. When you think about that fire and brimstone, it's nothing but missiles. When you look up brimstone in the Hebrew, it goes into like sulfur. Sulfur is something that is inflammable. Okay, it ignites quickly. So the same technology that the Most High used to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah is going to happen to America, but it's just more fucking modified.
Hypersonic.
Hypersonic.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly.
And the reason why I say it shall burn like an oven, back in those ancient times, those ovens got extremely hot super fast. Right? So that's how fast America will be destroyed. Like LDB was going into 60 minutes, right, to pass his final exam.
60 minutes or something.
Right? And only Yahweh Shah basically is going to guide you to make the correct answer. And that correct answer is what? Not accepting the mark.
Integrity test.
An integrity test, which goes into your innocence.
Another good point too about that fiery furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
The fire was so hot and intense that it burned the people on the outside.
Right.
Right. There was like the doorkeepers.
Right. And that goes to tell you that those heathens knew how the Son of the Most High looked, because what did they say? I see one looking like the Son of God.
It's a four-person.
Yeah, it was a four-person there. What does four mean? Mercy. Yahweh was there to assist them and apply mercy.
Back in the scripture, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall.
Who's going to become stubble? Hey, Esau and 2/3 of our people, as well as these other nations, that's going to be left behind, man.
That cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall
And only
lead them.
nuclear technology can do that. There's no other technology outside of nuclear technology that can perform this incident.
And it's fitting for America to be codified as Sodom.
Yeah.
Because you go to the word Sodom, it goes into burning.
Burning.
These people are burned into their wicked lusts and desires. Also, it's going to be like a physical type of burning coming to this place.
And also, you point to it, what does Gomorrah mean?
Immerse.
Immerse. So this place is going to be immersed with fire. More fire. Oh, that's my bad. You told me to stop doing that.
Hey, but that's heavy though, because you think about within our law, as ancient, as the biblical Israelites, within our law, like you had the daughter of Israel was a whore. What was the circumstance for that? Should you get burned by fire or get stoned to death, by the priest? So Yahweh is coming back and said, ultimate high priest, what he's going to do to America, that Babylon the Great, this great whore? He's going to stone her to death. He's also going to burn her with fire. That's why it says within the second Ezra how he's going to be waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
And that's why Revelation 18 chapter states what? Give to her double. Yeah. That's double. That's double. A stoning along with the fire.
Yeah, the fire, the stone, those warheads are those fiery stones.
Yeah.
So it's overkill.
Those fiery warheads are fiery stones.
That's it. Because the latter part of that nuclear that missile, what's that? That's basically a computer program with guided technology. That's how it's going to get over here. But of course, most importantly, it's going to be directed by the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. That's why it says in the book of Joel, even if they bump into each other, it's not going to destroy them because they have a designated target, and that is America.
It's like this.
That's what I was looking for. They should not break their ranks.
It's gonna be like that. The fire and brimstone that hit Sodom and Gomorrah, as well as the first flood with all the rain. Like they're gonna have a badass child named Judgment, man. Because you're gonna get the missiles coming down, raining on this place. You're gonna get that lake of fire, man.
Hey, but preach, you remember back in the day when we used to step outside? This is when Bud was in Pampers and shit.
Ride bikes.
Ride bikes. There was motherfucking bikes and shit. I wasn't even born in this motherfucker. Hey, but anyway, back in the day, you be in the country, what happened, priest? You get one drop, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's just a waterfall.
It be some heavy rain drops.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna look, because if you ground zero in America, when you look up all the warheads coming down, it's gonna look like the Most High throwing stones on America.
Yep.
Hey, but priest, like Leonidas on 300.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when he stepped out there and he seen them damn arrows?
Mm-hmm. They blotted out
Blotted
the
out
sun.
the And then twofold too, because the scriptures goes into that. On how the sun and it shall become dark or black.
Yeah.
It's gonna be blotted out, but it's gonna be wisdom too. And because the wisdom of the earth gonna fail because the wisdom is here right now.
That's it.
So the Most High is gonna blot it out twofold.
Right. And I'm telling y'all this, hey, those YouTube disconnections, okay, it's gonna happen for real. And once that happens, hey, no more truth. There's going to be a cry for wine in the streets.
Family of the word.
Yeah, because everything has to go to the next phase before the final stage.
And that's why the people said everybody should cleave unto the cloth of them that is a Jew. Because you're gonna cleave to the skirt because you're gonna be that walking YouTube channel.
That's right.
You're gonna be that walking epistle.
Yeah.
The internet's gonna shut. They can't log on anymore. So you're the only one with the knowledge.
And a lot of you e-bikes that did Jake wrong, you're not gonna be able to subscribe.
Yep. Yeah. Come.
Click the button for likes and shit.
Yeah, come, bro.
This Zechariah 8:23 NLT. This is what the Lord Yahweh Heaven's army says. In those days, 10 men from different nations and languages of the world will clutch at the sleeve of one Jew. And they will say, please let us walk with you, for we have heard that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is with you.
Because ultimately in the kingdom, we're going to be like the beacons of knowledge under Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. But even when, in the time of Jacob's trouble, and in the dark times, man, the brothers, it's going to be known that the Most High is dealing with them. You're going to be that source of water, man.
Like the book of Eli.
Yeah. Was that Isaiah 13? It said, I will make a man like a... Well, yeah, that one. Yeah, too. And it's another one, Isaiah. I mentioned like a hiding place.
Yeah, from the wind. Yeah.
Because I'm starting to... And look, man, you know, brothers have been in the truth for a couple of years, right? And I only say that in context, a couple seconds. But I'm only saying it in context. It's like, now I'm starting to understand the seriousness of the times to come, and you can only fathom it really if a brother breaks down a vision. If you most I put it into your dream, and how dramatic it's gonna be. Because if you look at how it is right now, it's hard to fathom what the prophet saw and shook them up. But if you watch those really action-packed war movies, and it's like it's so dramatic, it's like you're in it. It's how these times is gonna be. So like the AI drawing that brother did with all those little girls queen, all those young women was queen, yeah. But the whole background was just chaotic, something like that, man.
Right now, we're walking in the cool of the day.
Yep.
Like what the body I was going to. While the evil days come not. So when you are able to fathom what the Most High has prepared for those that live during those times, that's what the men of the Lord are prophesying. They're preparing the hopeful elect for these times that we're entering into. And they're preparing these individuals that are going to be non-elect on what their judgment is going to be ultimately.
And people are having anxiety now. Yep. People are having nervous breakdowns now. People are jumping over bridges now. People are blowing their brains out now.
People losing houses.
Yeah,
cars. All this shit is getting repossessed.
Now.
And
it ain't even hit the fan.
It ain't even lit yet.
Yeah. Women selling coochie now.
Yeah.
40 of them. They ain't never stop.
Yeah.
That's the best thing though.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what I mean? People robbing and stealing now. People crashing out over traffic with roadways now. It ain't even hit the fan yet.
Like Love Mini West is cold right now.
Love Mini West cold now. And society is still currently functioning.
Well, you still call your local police department
Right.
the time of trouble.
I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, hey, going into that, you know, we experienced the time period to where the 911 system went down.
Sure.
Jay was panicking. It was a dark time. And they never announced all the crimes that were committed during that time period. Or when the 911 system was down locally here throughout ultimately the entire state of Mississippi. And then even the most recent thing, speak on it.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm pretty sure you got more.
Yeah, the computer system is down.
Yeah.
And so all these local clinics and things of that nature, they were shut down because of that infrastructure. So now they have to go back to paper charting and so on and so forth. But pretty soon that's going to lead to a digital system. That's what this is all about. All these are trial runs, man.
Because the FBI is involved.
That's right.
And now the individual who hacked the cybersecurity system is now requesting money. So now you got the FBI involved in investigating things of that nature. But the entire, the hospital industry?
Yeah.
The entire hospital industry was practically jeopardized to where they had to cancel people's appointments.
Yeah.
Right. They weren't able to accept certain charts and things of that nature, et cetera, et cetera.
And that's crazy, bro, because I don't know which brother posted on the group chat, but they said you had to reschedule surgeries, man. Some people's surgeries are gonna be very important. They need it right there and there. So when the actual system collapsed completely, man, you know, it ain't gonna be no rescheduling.
But what happens when you're in surgery?
Right, you just on there, you just do.
Or your fucking plane is in the sky. You just go on. That's a vicious judgment.
It's gonna when this stuff hits the fan, a large wave is gonna die.
Yeah, that's right.
The people, like you said, is in transit.
Yeah, you going like 80 miles per hour on the highway.
You're a little hybrid vehicle.
And they just shut off.
Hey, babies, toddlers, women, elders. That's the first wave.
That's right.
The government dependent, the disability. That's the first wave. We know that. The first sweep. What's that movie we all this scene not too long ago? Where the shit was coming.
Leave the world behind.
They showing you what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All them Tesla cars crashing, the plane coming down, the boats not stopping the dock.
You know?
It's like, bro.
No, you got
Did that movie come out before the planes actually started crashing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It came out before the planes actually started crashing, man.
so that's the left-handed prophesying for them. That warnings of what's to come.
Get the program. So look, man, fuck everything else. If you got your house by Hashem outside, you're gonna lose.
The dead man walk.
Fuck your bill, fuck your stocking and your guns. Cause you're gonna use one gun at a time anyway.
I got 2 hands.
You only got 2 hands. Look, none of that shit's gonna work ultimately, man.
What an AR-15 or a Draco gonna do to a robotic, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see
Terminator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Subservience movies like that.
Yeah.
Ask the Venezuelan government on what happened when they wanted to attack.
Exactly.
They froze in place,
They froze.
ears bleeding, nose bleeding, eyes bleeding. So guns don't matter. You know, we live in a time to where your money is not going to save you. Your armory,
Yeah.
you know, none that's going to save you. If you don't have your Hawashim Hawashai, excuse my language, but your ass is grass.
That's right.
What do you have, the Weimar Republic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when their currency inflated,
Yep.
they were just using the money for like to keep
Keep
warm.
going in barrels.
Kill them. And that still does something to my spirit when I see it. Like how money is like the currency, the fiat currency, is witchcraft. How people do so much for it, but just like that, it could be worth it.
There was some iron measure too. Man.
Yeah.
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 He walked into a bank before the sun went down. He saw all the U.S. currency on the floor.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to scoop it like, oh yeah,
Right.
it was counting nothing those days.
And it was very nice baking cars that he was driving in.
That's right.
He was just hopping some dead person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you had beasts that had changed their places. They was out there, and you know,
Wondering.
and once that was downtown and shit like this.
Cause look,
wondering.
because when there's corpses on the ground,
Right.
and wild animals, man,
Yeah.
there's just tons of corpses
Yeah.
on the ground, and the wild animals ain't gonna be doing anything, man.
That's right. Got more principle. And this is Ecclesiastes 1:9 NLT. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new.
And the scary part about this shit is that Americans have never lived in a raw society where if it doesn't rain, that's a bad thing. You know, where you gotta have fire for heat. They never lived in we never lived in a raw society where you gotta live off the earth. You gotta have an Amish lifestyle to live. So what, 99% of Americans, they don't know how to function off the earth
They
anyway.
fucking handicapped.
They're handicapped.
It's been designed that way.
That's
So
right.
you've already been emasculated as adults.
Yeah.
You've already been hit, like you said. Normalcy has been weaponized. They've weaponized convenience.
That's right.
So most Americans, their frame of reference, their point of reference or survival is off this system.
Mm-hmm.
So all you gotta do is shut the system down. Most Americans gonna bend the knee.
That's right.
The average the average Israelite's gonna bend the knee.
That's pacified too long.
That's how it'll know that they're gonna take their Quran.
That's right.
That's why he said all. You know, all both he calls it all rich and poor. You know, to receive free and bond to receive that particular Quran.
And we saw the prelude, the best time of your life, with the jab.
Yeah.
And you know what comes after the jab? Your knockout
That
punch.
haymaker.
That haymaker.
And they still falling.
That's it, man.
They still falling one by one.
And that concept of that jab, man, that force they put in hands really was light, man. I mean, you're gonna lose your job. It was still other jobs around you could have got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they had like where you can apply if you had jobs to get certain monies back, man. So it was light work. You know?
It was a token of trust. It was a token of
That's right.
do you trust the Most High or you trust this system?
Mhm.
And it was also a lot's wife to you too. Like you invest in Egypt, like you got a plan here. If you had a plan here, you would have lived out those plans.
Yeah. It was a mockery too because they gave them free fried chicken.
Right.
They gave them vouchers at the strip club.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Donuts and shit.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wait a minute, I thought this was a health thing.
Right.
I thought it was a health crisis. So why would I give you poison to protect you from the poison?
But this is supposed to be a Christian society, but they tell you what? Trust in science. What about Jesus? What was Jesus in?
Hey, that nigga was no, the Lord
That
Jesus.
nigga left the wheel, man.
Yeah. He left the wheel.
Right. Hey, the donut said, "Get thee behind me, Satan."
Yeah.
I said, "Get thee behind me, Jesus."
Yeah, that's right.
They so unstable.
That's
Jesus
right.
out there ghost riding the whip, man.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Double-minded people.
But
This-
Christians are the worst. They're the most Esau dependent.
That's right. That's right.
just back at the priesthood we brought out, because that shows you reincarnation exists. But those same spirits coming back in the process called reincarnation, they could reenact the same type of ways they was doing back in the foretime.
That's right.
Like with Nero,
Yeah.
what he did back in the foretime, back in ancient Rome, he blamed the Christians. He persecuted the Christians. Look what Trump is doing right now. You know, we call us the prophets of doom.
That's right.
You know, so it shows you those same spirits is already got the same roles that the Most High placed them in.
And I won't be surprised if he off himself. Like he did before. You know?
Look how society's going in the monetary system, man. The dollar used to have a lot of power behind it, man. But now it don't have as much power, just like the dinero, the dollar. You know, they start mixing all those different metals with it, you know, weakening its purchasing power. So America, it don't have the purchasing power we used to have, man. That's not why we have inflation right now, man.
Shrinkflation.
Yeah, shrinkflation. Base you paying more for less.
How much is a sneaker bar now?
Shit, about family $3.
Back in the day it was 50 cents.
50
I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember when chips was sold for $1.
Bro, it used to be a sign off of I-55 with gas was 99 cents a gallon.
Yeah, bro.
99 cents a fucking gallon.
Bro, I remember the dollar candy, man. I used to get that little brown bag special, man. 100 pieces of candy for $1. I was the man in school,
What no
man.
Dollar Tree?
All the little hoes getting pieces of candy here, one for you, one for you.
That's how it all started.
Yeah, man, you know. But now, shit, I think a piece of peppermint like 15 goddamn cents.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yep, it's fact.
This shit is over.
Because the value of the product is not getting more valuable.
Nah,
The dollar, the buying power is weaker.
that's it.
The value, because your gold and silver is king.
Bro, I'm gonna go to his
Yeah, the buying, that's, hey, bro, that's like watching this great giant corrode this in front of your face.
That's right.
It's embarrassing.
That's it.
For the, I'm sorry.
Is this the man
Is
Yeah.
this the man?
that made the earth to tremble?
That's
Because
right.
that's what the nations are saying right now.
Because you ever talk to foreigners, like from Germany, in America, it was like America now sucks.
Yeah, bro.
Foreigners from different countries, like, this shit sucks. And if they're older, they were like, nah, back in the 80s, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. This shit sucks, bro.
Hey, James 5:1. Go to now, you rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come on you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Yep.
Your gold and silver is cankered,
Yep.
and the rust of them shall be a witness against you.
Because your dollar's corrupt.
That's it.
And we're experiencing inflation,
Yeah,
shrinkflation.
yeah,
Because now you'll buy a candy bar, and it's 1/3 of the size that it used to be.
yeah.
And it is like the container, the package still be the same size, but the product is like a fraction of existence.
Yeah.
How much a 12 eggs used to cost? Carton eggs used to cost?
88 cents.
88
Low,
cents.
man. Low.
Now, damn Whole Foods is $8.
Yep.
It's $8, bro.
Because I remember when pasture raised eggs was probably like 2 for $5.
What's that?
Go to like
Pasture
95.
raised eggs.
2 for $5.
I mean, don't let me lie to you, but it wasn't no $10.
No, the hell no.
It wasn't no $10, man.
Yeah.
Man, they said in 1995, 1 dozen carton of grade A large egg cost approximately 86 cents
86 cents.
to 92 cents in the U.S.
Look at that shit. But now you're paying $8, $10 for so-called, what they call those cage-free eggs,
Right.
cage-free birds, and all that shit is probably out of a lab.
It's all garbage, man.
Because how do you know Whole Foods is mass-produced? Because it's so commercial. The best bang for your buck, you need to go to a farmer's market.
Oh, yeah. Or you get a connect with a
Or
farmer.
or a connect.
What else supposed to? I know you should make a point, bro.
If I can say, like, it says how your gold and silver is cankered, and cankered, it goes into like a cancer, man. You know what I'm saying? But not only the gold and silver is cankered, man, the food is cankered, man. Like we're talking about the sneakers a minute ago. I guarantee you, man, if you look at the nutrition content on the sneakers back in 1980, and you look at the one in 2026, I guarantee it's about 15, 20 more ingredients in that damn sneaker.
Hey, we need to be going into like the hamburgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
The ingredients on the McDonald's when it first came
Yeah.
out versus the
Fried
McDonald's
ingredients.
now. Yeah, because all this shit is lab-made products.
Bro, you could smell that shit back in the
Yeah,
day.
you
From
sure
McDonald's to Sonic to KFC, you like literally smelled that shit down the street.
But you know what? A brother sent the video to me. Basically, it's an attack on Israelites.
Yeah.
Because for one, it's an attack because it took away so-called black-owned businesses and so-called black neighborhoods.
That makes sense.
Put those commercial restaurants there.
Yeah.
They'll put it right next to a Jake Mom and Pop store.
Mhm.
But then it's a dietary attack on our system.
And there's also a satanic sacrifice and ritual as well, because the so-called small ass we're talking about, we was feeding you
Your people.
Yeah, we
was feeding you.
Yeah.
Sick.
Hey, for one more. Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increased that which is not his, how long, and to him that led himself with thick clay.
Because the Most High gave us just enough knowledge to understand our enemy. And what you learn is, if you are the ruler of the planet, you have to practice restorative measures. You have to practice regenerative measures. Meaning, if you take from the earth, you have to plant back into the earth. Gad, our brother Gad and Reuben, they understand whatever we take from the planet Earth, we have to put back into the earth. Esau just, what do you call it, pillage?
Extract.
He just extracts. He didn't practice any regenerative measures. No land savage. All these animals, starting with the 1500s, what they call the dodo bird, it's allegedly extinct. When this man came into power, all these different species started to become endangered, because you don't understand that whatever you only take so much. You see?
And so-called notice the so-called names, they'll tap into the cycle of life. I knew everything's going to be recycled.
You can't always fish the same pond, the same creek, the same lake. You can't always till the same ground. You can't always live on the same land. As you have to be able to move around it in order for things to regenerate.
You gotta let it rest.
You gotta let it rest. And the Most High allowed us to rest, but Esau Edom doesn't allow us to rest. He has 3 ships running throughout the entire planet Earth.
And then got the audacity called one the goddamn graveyard. You know what I'm saying? And then when you think about that thick clay, that's going into what? That debt. The United States debt system.
National debt.
The national debt.
Yep. It's like 38 trillion.
That's it. And that's what they say.
That's
But
what
it's
they
probably
say.
more than that. And then even we had a year of Jubilee. Meaning what? Every 50 years we was released. And everything to that, and that was for what? A reset.
If I may add,
It's on you, bro. Yeah, that's right.
That debt and having this financial baggage in the back of your mind, that weighs on your spirit. It's a burden. It's a burden. Like, Americans unaliving people.
Yeah.
Just the American, the system. You not. Some signs of sickness is not that 100% your diet. It's just you got
stress.
It's stress.
Fucking stress.
It's stress. That's Yahweh Bahashim Shai, he's going to save us from things that we don't even know about.
And that's why, in the book of 1 John something, love not the world or the things in it.
Right.
Because that shit, elevated stress, that can create high cholesterol,
Cause cancer too.
cause cancer, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, tumors.
I got you real
Go
quick.
ahead, brother.
This 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the
These
world.
earthly possessions. And what's in the world? That car, that house, that woman, that family, your clothes, your ego, right? And ego actually goes into what? I, or your pride, your self-esteem.
Your image in this world.
Yeah, your image in this world. And that's why Micah 2:10 tells you to depart from how? A spiritual sense. Right? Because what we see right now, that shit is not going, it would not be transferred in the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven has its own entity.
Because the Eve, man, it was about maybe, I can't remember when, maybe about within a month span, that she had worked so damn much. I think she had her own business. She had worked so damn much and went home, took a nap.
She
never woke
died.
up. Over with. Done.
That's right. She died. Zaquan, she literally went to sleep, and when she broke from her nap, she was in the spiritual realm. That happened like the last quarter last year.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know the approximate time frame, but I
They keep
remember
playing
seeing
on
it.
TikTok. Yeah, I remember that, bro.
You be chasing that bag too.
Yeah.
It says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Because that's the love of Satanism. That's the love of Satan. Right? So we're looking for a continuous city spoken of in the book of Hebrews. But first, it starts with this the spiritual journey as us being pilgrims.
Can somebody get that? I would get them rest from your sorrows. Because it starts with Yahweh Shai. It starts with this word. But you got to understand, the kingdom of heaven, it's the reason why it speaks on rest. Man, this city is a busy city. This thing called Babylon, it's busy.
Well, what did Yahweh Shai say? What did the scripture say? Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? So we supposed to rest.
It was for us.
It was for us.
The Most High, when the Most High created us in human form, He knew how to maintenance His own creation. He knew that His creation had to be put back on a wall charger. Everything you own, it has to be charged back up.
That's right.
You got to put fuel back into a vehicle. Right? You got to put a phone on a phone charger. You don't think you have to be charged up?
Can I run this something by you this morning? This is Genesis 2:2. On the seventh day, the Elohim ended His work. Or you know what? And on the seventh day, the Most High ended His work which He had made, and He rested on the seventh day from all His work which He had made.
So He rested.
He rested.
But so America have their ass working 7 days a week. All right, night shift. And you know how many people that got off their night shift, clocked out, left work and never made it home?
Yeah, fell asleep on the road.
Fell asleep on the road and then steered off to the right or the left. Yep. Had a heart attack, man. Fuck Esau, man.
And sometimes you be so goddamn tired, you can't even go to sleep. You just be that tired, you can't even fucking sleep.
Fired up.
Your adrenaline is up. Yeah.
You percolating that
Dopamine to kick in. Because you was like, let me tell it, you in survival mode. Like fight, flight mode.
That makes sense, bro.
When your brain, when you took over past your normalcy, it's like, oh, he must be in survival mode. Your body is, you know what I mean?
And that's what the Most High always said, an unjust weight is an abomination unto Him.
Because if you taking stimulants to stay woke, man, that's a bad sign.
Caffeine.
Overdosing the caffeine.
If you overdose, if you about to buy energy, it's a bad sign.
And then what your body crave? Sugar. No, you got it.
Because sugar is the fastest thing that metabolizes the energy in your body. So when you have them sweet cravings, your body really needed energy. But the best way to get that energy is really go to sleep.
That's right, bro.
That's when the cravings subside when you get that sleep. Okay, so
I'm just saying, like this American way of life, like this matrix, it promotes like the rat race.
Yeah.
You go to the word rat race, it goes to like something's very like exhausting. It's a daily routine that you chasing something that it's not really there. And like these people chasing for crumbs and stuff like that. Or we say you chasing that carrot that you never gonna get the reward of it, nothing like that. You know, it's like this place is exhausting, man.
but you really see it in the bigger cities too. Everybody be on go mode, man.
Hustle.
Like, you know, it's not natural to be in a city where it's millions of people in a concentrated area.
Yeah. A good point to add on to that is like when you go to Texas, so to speak, or you go to a city to where the speed limit, it increases from 60, 70 to 90. And you have to drive with the speed limit, or else the people behind you are so used to that fast pace, they'll rear you even if you're going to speed.
That's right.
So like a big city, even walking on the sidewalk, you have to walk with the pace.
Yeah.
Even if you like really kind of lackadaisical, you got this cool, I'm chilling today, you gotta walk with the pace.
Because those people they so adopted to their way of life. You see a Texas tag right now in Mississippi, they be driving just like they in Texas, man. But in Mississippi, though,
Mario Kart.
Because like if they aggressive and they finna force you to be aggressive. If not, you finna get ran the fuck over.
I got one for you all. This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
Because you know Americans have a short attention span.
Yeah.
Whatever happened on the news, the next day that was yesterday's news.
Yeah.
But the Most High still judging Esau for what he did to get the land.
Right.
He still he judging you by that metric.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Hey, so in robbery, the prey departeth not. This is the point.
We still here.
Hey, Minister Society came out in 1993.
Yeah.
You had the main character Cain.
Right.
He was in the classroom with Sharif's father,
School teacher.
Yeah, he said the hunt is on, and you are the prey, man. It shows you they know who we are.
That's right, bro. The Hughes brothers. That's right. Verse 2. The noise of a whip, your cars, right? And the noise of the rattling of the wheels.
The traffic jam.
That's right. And of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. That's rush hour.
Yeah.
That's rush hour.
Yeah.
Like, it's upon me to say something. If I could just say something, I think California. Man, goddamn. I mean, from 2 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock noontime, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's always a fucking traffic jam. Bumper to bumper.
85, that shit is ridiculous.
But guess what? In Dallas, you got so many people moving from the exodus of New York, the exodus of Cali, and moving to Dallas. And now they come to Mississippi, I heard.
You stay your asses outside Mississippi.
Yeah, don't you come down here, boy.
Yeah. They're still hanging them down here. But you know,
Mississippi burning.
Mississippi burning. But hey, but the point, hey, that's another sign. Because those are name brand, those are cheap cities.
That's right.
LA,
Yeah.
New York,
Yeah.
every fucking Hollywood movie is based in LA or New York.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all did us bad during Hurricane Katrina when the waters came down.
Yeah,
there.
man.
We need no outside.
Yeah. Come out here smelling like good ass.
Yeah.
Big noses.
Yeah. Bringing that Yankee spirit down here.
Don't you come down here, boy.
That clean business spirit.
You ain't lying.
That's all good, man.
No, it's not, boy.
Hey, but the point is, that's another sign you're falling. Who would have thought that you would leave New York and come down south?
Yeah, that's right.
Back during the Jim Crow era, everybody was leaving the South and going to New York, Detroit,
Right.
LA. Because based on the documentaries I see, Detroit ain't nothing but a big ass Jackson.
Detroit,
Yeah. Look, Ghost City Jackson. Yeah. Don't for sale ass houses, neglected ass houses and shit, man.
All right.
So that's another. Something is happening, man.
It's a shift. It's a shift in earth.
But that's not natural. I was gonna make a point. It's not natural for the state because the states are nothing but countries.
That's it.
Esau calls them states.
Right.
Look at the population of a state in America and look at the population of a country outside of
What's the
America.
point? And well, we were just talking about this last Friday. What backs the point up? How does Mississippi have different laws than Arkansas?
Yeah,
Louisiana has different laws from California. But what makes you unite is what, federal law?
Yep.
But meanwhile, state law, you your own fucking country.
Because what did it say? You will be little sanctuaries in the countries
There you go.
where I send you.
Yep.
Texas is a country.
That's right.
That's why every state is a different spirit when you go to that state.
That's right, bro.
Because when King David and King Solomon ruled with that different rules set
Prophecies.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. It was one. Yeah. That's right.
They going into, you know, say, oh, you're gonna run this way, you're gonna run this way, run this way. No,
Right. It was one way.
there's no customization when it comes to doing the will of Yahweh Shem outside. Because you look on the backside of all your monies, your pennies, no longer in existence, but your coins and your bills, it says what? In God we trust. In G-O-D we trust.
The point, back your point of the prayer on earth as it is in heaven. That's the new world order that's coming on earth.
And that's the vibration King David and King Solomon was under.
That's right.
If I may boldly add, audaciously add, if you look at Elam, ancient Moab, they had a ancient world, like that Middle Eastern spirit, right? But I believe that came from the vibration of King David and King Solomon. You know what I mean? Because what did it say? King David had Moabite lion-like men of Moab. But even that Eastern way, but it tells you the King Solomon's spirit flooded the earth.
The whole point of it like a samurai and a ninja. Hey, because they say, hey, the Most High teaches my hands to war. Right? All those particular concepts came from the soul of the earth.
Look how Elam women dress.
Yeah.
You know? The ancient Israelite women. Look at their food. And then their food tastes like soul food. It's like a healthy soul food. They season that shit. You know what I mean?
That's a favorite place to go.
Yeah. It's like, where did they
season?
But where did they get that from, though? So I'm like, bro. So, but guess what? That was a prelude. King Solomon's rulership was a prelude to the kingdom of heaven. And the Most High is about to easternize the planet Earth, man. So, yes, we're going to have spiritual power in the kingdom. Yes, you're going to have fly. You're going to fly. And you're going to have sexy concubines. But guess what? Shalom. Hey, he took the words out of my mouth. Because I said, you're going to have peace. He drove by and said, Shalom. That's right. Hey, that's what you're going to experience, peace and order. Shalom. I'm sorry, but I know brother said scriptures. They got one.
Hey, before I bring it out, can I just speak? I want to say one thing because brother was going into that rest. This scripture we're going to, which y'all spoke on how the exodus from the East Coast, the West Coast, all that. But why are they doing it, man? They can't get no fucking rest. Nobody can get no goddamn rest, man. They're trying to flee from a place that's putting so much oppression and pressure on them. They thinking going to the South is, we slow and all that shit. They think they can get down here, that everything will slow down, they can get a little rest. No, down here too. Yeah, it's a struggle, goddamn.
Because they don't pay us shit down here.
Hell no.
The cost of living might be cheaper, but they don't pay your ass shit. You still get paid like it's 2008. So
Been waiting
yeah,
good.
yeah, but so it's a balance, man. And to see Mississippi, they got Jake in a what do you call it, a chokehold, because basically they got Jake in a place down south in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So you either your ass finna go to work or you gonna be broke. You know what I mean? Yeah, it ain't no big city hustles really down here like talking about it, man. Like in big cities, they probably got all type of hustles, but down here it's like you finna take your ass to a warehouse or work at a fast food or a restaurant, chicken plant. You know what I mean? So hey, I was just saying, like Esau. On top of that, the down south is more metropolitan than what you think it is, and it's like that because Esau wants to get that Quran with everybody. So even these little towns in the south, they're modernized so Esau can put that Quran in their ass. Let's go, bro.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 40, verse 6. A little or nothing is his rest, and afterward he is in his sleep, and in a day of keeping watch, troubled in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped out of a battle.
Let's talk about the battle of man in his flesh. Yeah, day to day. You don't even have rest in your sleep. You just fuck around have a nightmare. So you wake up with anxiety and shit. That's just the curse of Adam, the curse of being a man, a human.
Even Apostle Carl speaking on the other day, like, he just can't get no rest. He getting up here and there throughout the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? It just ain't no rest, man.
And that's hell. We're in a nightmare. You can't get rest. And it says little, what it say?
It says, read it over again. Sirach chapter 40, verse 6. A little or nothing is his rest.
Hey, because you was going to the graveyard shift. You know what I mean? Or hell, you'll work second shift, but then you'll get leaped over into overnight.
Yeah.
You're supposed to come in from like 3 to 11. You end up getting off at 3 in the morning.
Straight 12.
Yeah.
10.
Or you can work it from 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and you get off at 9, 10 at night. Just have to be back up at 5, 6. Like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Because you got to understand Esau's nature.
Yeah.
It's greed.
Yep, it's greed.
And they euphemize, they make a euphemism called capitalism, but it's greed, man.
That's right.
And then you still got your drive home. Could be anywhere 30 minutes to an hour or so. And then when you get home, you got to take a shower. You have to wind down. So once you get off after that 10, 12-hour shift, it's like another 2.5, 3 hours for you to actually lay down.
And what are the odds of your ass cooking?
Right.
Zero.
Zero, none.
Probably 1 to 2%.
Yeah, 1 or 2%. And if you got kids, so now they trapped because church is right there.
Yeah.
So either you're gonna buy this $12 smoothie, or you're gonna spend $12 and get a box of chicken.
12 piece.
A 12-piece. So it's more economical to buy the bullshit.
Right.
So Esau, we get on people, get on taking their health, but we do understand how Esau created a system that traps you, man.
Right.
While he sit in his luxury, he has an in-house cook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has someone that goes out and buy groceries for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like everything is laid out for him because he has the earth in his hand right now, and he's out here persecuting the lost sheep, which are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, starting with the so-called Negroes all the way down to the so-called Mexicans.
That's the point. And it probably takes maybe 2.5 hours for Esau to have a meal prepared. They probably go out there, slaughter the cow, or slaughter the cow, whatever they do. They probably slaughter in real time, preparing and things of that nature, man.
And it's very meticulous how Esau has his food delivered to him. Because when it comes, I was watching how billionaires eat, right? This milk or this yogurt not only has to be from a certain type of cow, that cow has to be branded with a particular number that indicates the quality of that cow. And it's very meticulous with Esau. The upper echelon.
Let's back you all up. It's Daniel 7:25 NLT. He will defy the Most High and oppress the holy people of the Most High. And you go to the word oppress, and actually go to like wear out, which goes to like harass constantly.
Because according to the laws of our forefathers, man, you go into your work service at 12, and you do your 6 years of indentured servitude, and you come out. I'm sorry, was it on the 7th year you're free? Yeah. So 12 to 19. When you're 19, you're free.
Hey, well, to back you up, Jacob and Laban. Remember, he worked 7 years he wanted Rebecca, but Laban played him, gave him Rachel, and then he worked another 7 years, which was a grand total of 14 years for for Rebecca.
So, and then
That's
another
back you
7.
up. Yep, another 7. So,
Showing you that his daughter's his property.
yeah.
His daughter's property. But then going to show you that we're not supposed to work for no fucking paycheck.
No.
Them 6 years, you accumulated wealth. Like Elder Pastor Hart said, after those 6 years, you came out wealthy.
Yeah.
Esau took the ways of our forefathers and constructed the slave South down here. Because what did you have for like Israelite foreigners, like Irishmen? You had indenture servitude. It shows you that I think on the movie 12 Years a Slave, right? You had Jake that was straight up slaves, then you have like an Irishman, he'll be an indenture servant. Like he'll do his 6 years and then he'll be good. They got that from where? The ways of our forefathers. You know? But no, man, like I said, you get off work and you tired, too tired to cook. Then your woman working, so she's not at home cooking.
Right.
And then guess what? Oh, guess what else he does? So years of this pattern, right? Your body starts to deteriorate because you're not recovering, you're not resting, and you're putting bullshit in your body in the form of food. So now what does he do? He charge your ass sky high for health insurance.
That's right.
That health insurance is high as fucking hell.
That shit don't even cover it. I was talking to a lady whose her boyfriend had cancer. She said she maxed out one credit card. She said then she still owe about 18 or 20,000 for the other medication.
Because they got some called a deductible.
Yeah.
So you still gotta meet the insurance company at a certain level before they start. Their coverage kicks in.
That's right.
Because the whole point of insurance is for them not to pay you.
Yeah.
They want to require each and one of us to have insurance, and we pay them on a monthly basis. But their ultimate goal is to not pay anybody out. You know, but they'll keep a bucket out to the side. All right, well, we got this motherfucker that died, and this person got this and got that, and they are forced to pay you by law. But their ultimate goal is not to pay you.
And then in the hospitals too, what we learning, those procedures, they're just a hustle for them.
That's it.
They always recommend a procedure. That's how they get they look bad.
Yeah.
You know, we recommend this procedure. A lot of times it might not require the procedure.
And they'll send you to different, about 5 or 6 different
Specialists.
and all of them in the network to profit off your ass.
Everybody eats beans.
Everybody count that money, man.
Even the ones like for example, something as simple as delivering babies. The more the babies that doctor deliver, the more he making that particular
They
month.
get incentive. That's right, bro. He'll get an incentive. For the more prescriptions they prescribe, they get an incentive.
Have you ever seen the movie Love and Other Drugs? Love and Other Drugs, it shows you, look, it's the companies that make the pills, they lobby with the doctors. And they basically, the doctors are endorsed by these companies. So the doctor prescribed medicine, quote unquote, it's not because it's the best thing that we can discover. No, they were lobbied by the particular company that made that pill to sell, to prescribe you that, man.
And then you have some doctors who have walked away from medicine just for that right there.
Yeah.
You got some that stick with it and don't mind prescribing for no reason at all.
Yeah.
And you got some who started going into medicine because they really wanted to truly
Heal people.
help people. Help people.
Yeah, that's good. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Son.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 5, starting verse 6. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, Ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, and heretofore let them go and gather straw for themselves.
And why does Esau Edom hate the prophets?
Can't stand.
What?
Because they come to steal.
Why does he have a problem with these men out here who are crazy, allegedly, on the highways and the hedges, talking about the downfall of Babylon the Great, talking about the prophecies that are going to come to pass with World War I, the time of Jacob's trouble, the implementation of La Marca de la Bestia, which is the Charagma? Why does he have a problem with these people who aren't doing anything at all? It goes right back into ancient Pharaoh. Oh man, these people are more lighter than we. They start getting intimidated. They start understanding, look, they're starting to have influence.
That's right. And
We have to snuff out the influence.
That's right.
And see, most of these other people, man, they're really just like, casualties of war, man. Because like brother was going into, now it ain't like, you gotta go get your own straw now, but it's like you're saying, you need to go to the doctor. Now you gotta have health insurance. That's more pressure on you, man. You know what I'm saying? If you need any kind of assistance, man, you gotta do this. You wanna get a house, you gotta try to get a loan. You do get the loan, now you gotta pay on it. Then you gotta pay your taxes and shit, man. Anything you want, they're making you get more
to get what you want, man.
Right.
So they're steady putting burdens on you just to be able to live in this society,
And
man.
to make it more difficult to
Right.
live.
Exactly.
That's the modern day version of adding more straw.
Yeah. That's
You
it.
know, crazy. The key word was burden.
Yeah. You look up the strong.
And even that's why it goes like even working these the first shift, the second shift, the graveyard shift, you only have time to work, wake up, and do it all over again.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
Adding more straw. Hey man, fuck, but you know what? Hey, how about smell shy? Hey, he's about to bring judgment to
That's
America,
right.
man.
It's coming.
Precept.
All right.
And this is I got two. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 verse 21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defrauded him thereof is a man of blood.
Hey, because even when you get paid, you're not supposed to get taxed. Your paycheck is not supposed to get taxed.
Right.
And also, according to the scriptures, you receive your money at the end of the day.
That's right. I think the law part of the law was do not let the son actually set if you owe a man his money.
Yep. Yeah, that pledge, man.
That's right.
Hey, and it also says in Sirach 21, Sirach, he that build a house with other men's money,
Yeah.
you dug a grave for yourself.
Is that it's either 10 or 20?
I think is it 21 and 8?
Or maybe you're right. Okay.
Hey, because I say any man that actually have a job, just amongst brothers here, can any brother remember one day that you done went without spending one damn dollar, man? Ever. You know what I'm saying? I can't personally. Every day I'm finna spend at least a goddamn dollar on something. But the point is, that's that daily bread. A man needs his money every day.
Every day, bro.
Every damn day.
And your money taxed by times 5 by the time you get to it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Most
man.
paid.
Yeah, you know. And this is Ecclesiasticus. How the hell you make $80,000 one year, and then when you look at all the shit that has been deducted, you only got $40,000.
Right.
That is crazy.
But you making billions and you untouched.
Right. Like Amazon didn't even have to pay no fucking taxes on last year.
All these tax cut rates.
Yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long.
And that's why I go into Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and breaches got by deceit.
Yeah.
You go to the word unrighteous dealing, it goes into like something very immoral, or something very unethical. That's against a true standard. What's that true standard? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. What Esau does, he defrauds everything that's considered righteous or
That's
ethical.
right.
You know?
That's right. So back into Ecclesiastes 4 and 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. So a nigga be broke as a motherfucker, but he gotta wait another 7 days, another 8 days. Because when you get your money, hell, it's already accounted for. Right? So in verse 2, make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. And what's the distress? All that debt he's in. Right? You still got your car note, you still got your house note, you still got car insurance, right? You got food
Child
to
support.
get, child support, you got utilities to pay,
And then, I'm sorry,
you got to pay gas to get back and forth.
then when you go home, you got to actually deal with your family.
And then, yeah.
It's like Jake don't be de-stressing properly. So you still got to go and deal with the affairs of your family, man.
To decompress.
Decompress, man.
So all these factors of the cost of living crisis going on right now, what Esau trying to do, he's trying to break these people, trying to cause an order out of chaos, man, by these draconian measures. He want these people be in this type of shape, so therefore they can ask for a better way, which is going to be the MOTB system.
And it's already started out there in California. It's a UBI already that has been initiated as of last week.
That's why you see all these videos on social media, everybody complaining about their financial situation right now, you know?
Bro, you got Edomites complaining, and they're still living with their parents or had to move back in with their parents in California, or living in campers or tents. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 21 and verse 8. He that builds his house with other men's money is like one that gathers himself stones for the tomb of his burial.
Having a mortgage is not the Hebrew way. It's not the way of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua. And on top of that, spending 30 years on a mortgage, once again, the Most High set up he set up a system of equity.
This one mortgage money.
Dead pledge.
Yeah, goes into your debt.
You're dead to this loan. You're dead to this, because pledge go back to the ancient world where it's collateral.
Mm-hmm.
So you really put the house as collateral for the bank that you're going to pay off this loan.
So you put that's actually illegal according to the laws of your house. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You're not supposed to put up your house
Right.
as collateral to this bank that'll propel on this loan. That's why you return a man his pledge before the sun down.
That's
Man.
right, man.
But you just the Hebrew way. Now you inherited a house from your father, or you got married, had a house built. That's the Hebrew way.
And my granddad, he built his own house.
Right.
He bought the lumber, the timber, he bought everything that was needed for it. He built his own house.
Yeah, you saw things say you got to pay taxes.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you build your own house, you think you own your own house, you can pay it off. That's cool, but don't pay them taxes. They gonna show you.
It shows you that you don't own anything.
Conversely, you could go and buy a house from somebody who couldn't pay their land taxes. Right. You could buy property from somebody that they own the property, quote unquote. Right. They couldn't pay the property tax.
For a fraction of the price.
Fraction of the price. Let's go, bro.
This is the book of Psalm 10, verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
Oh yeah, even his contract system. Oh, you get a car finance, which is another scam.
Right.
But even everything you do, you sign a contract. It's all this jargon and like stipulations and it's fine print. You know,
The
why the
scripture say,
fine
let your
print?
yea be yea, your nay be nay.
Why the fucking fine print? Everything else is big enough red letters when you read. Why you got that box down with them fucking micro letters, man?
But it's the same man who went to Gad and made treaties with him.
Broke over 500 trees, man. Broke over 500 peace trees. That's what they got on, just on number.
On number.
Yeah.
You know, we're in 2026 and Jake's still looking for equality.
Right.
Hey, you got a term called predatory lending. It pretty much goes into like unjust loan practices.
Yeah.
You take like unfair advantages over the poor,
Right.
the borrower.
Higher down payments,
Yeah.
higher interest
We
rates.
got these crazy high interest rates. I think there was a documentary came out in Holmes County, in Durant. I think at that time frame, like the average income was like $18,000, the annual income. But this Esau was known to take that predatory lending in those particular counties, man.
I think
So who predominantly dwells there?
Jake.
Jake.
So who did he apply to? He applied it to Jake.
ran on
But he gave his own kind, his own Edomite kind, a lesser percentage. Roughly between 1% and 3%.
That's right.
it. I'm sorry. I think it's called subprime loans. Subprime loans, and what happened is this: Wells Fargo had to come out of a $150 million lawsuit
Yeah, they got sued.
for Jake and Ephraim.
That's
For
right.
Judah and Ephraim, because the so-called Black and Latinos,
I remember that.
yeah, because what they did, basically they made it harder for Jake to get a house than Esau. Because all Edomites say got the best credit, but Esau make it easy for them to get a house in a nice neighborhood, and it'll make it hard for Jake to get the same house.
Because he was either denying them
Yep.
or gave them a higher
Interest rate.
even with the same level of income.
Even with the same level of income and credit.
And credit.
So what that's like modern day redlining. Yep. Let's go, bro.
It says, definition of redlining. It says it's a form of discriminatory practice in which services, usually financial services, such as mortgages and insurance, are withheld from people who live in neighborhoods with a high proportion of racial and ethnic minorities.
Because I've noticed white flight also happens with businesses. Like any environment where Jake basically infiltrates, right? Then all the good businesses leave.
So not just neighborhoods.
It's not just neighborhood. This is my assessment.
Well, man, look, bro, Metro Center.
Kind of lie.
Deal with the Carolina, and that Carolina's going to Madison, Florida.
Come on a little bit. On County Line, on a Hines County Park, right? You had Sam's Club. You had Best Buy.
Right.
You had a lot of good stores in that little plaza.
Yeah.
What happened?
Academy, sports.
Academy,
Academy
Toilet
stores.
Rush, all of them. So all of them.
Bed, Bath and Beyond.
Yeah. So when Jake leaves, those businesses leave, man. And it's almost, you blame Jake for a lot of shit. But when those cities do that, you can't help but to have crime.
Right.
On the flip side,
yeah, no, you're right.
if there ain't nothing else for a child to do,
Yeah.
you can't. That decreases the crime rate too.
Because Carolina Road starting to look like Highway 80, bro.
Yeah.
Certain spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
vacancies is an eyesore.
Yeah.
And then if there's a business there's a street full of vacancies, then that make other business owners not want to invest their shit over there.
But the city is not going to keep the maintenance up around it.
No, they're not going to do it. And even Fair Street, one of the oldest streets in the state of Mississippi, especially here in the capital of Jackson, Mississippi, when it went vacant, it went down.
Yep.
Who's there now?
Nobody.
You got prostitutes, drug addicts, and homeless people.
That's right, bro.
That's just what it brings. But Esau either want to act like these people here are the problem, but no, it's the management of the entire planet Earth that is the problem. And that's why Yahweh Shah is coming back. That's why the Most High Yahweh is sending his own begotten son, Yahweh Shah, back to regulate this earth.
Because if to keep it real, Jake is just a victim.
That's it.
And I'm not saying to enable stupidity from Jake.
Right.
You still gotta pull yourself up, like you know what I mean. But we had a lot because it said they slayed in secret. So Esau, his nature is to attack these people systemically, covertly, and then create this situation where it looks like we did it to ourselves.
He monetized the curses.
Psalms 83 was their crafty counsel, man.
And a good point too I saw earlier was really a quote. He said the only thing that the so-called black man owe anybody in America is an ass whooping. Because we don't owe nobody else nothing because we was a peaceable people. If you didn't want us, you didn't desire us, what you put us on those cargo slave ships for then?
That's right.
You brought us over here.
That's I told you, man, you brought it back again. We've been gaslighted. Because even Cat Williams said it. Esau playing like nobody's paying attention to us. Like, y'all not that important. Ain't nobody paying attention to y'all like that. But then he'll look back and say, okay, you see how they react? He'll study us, but gaslight us like he's not paying attention to us. He'll you know what I mean? He'll study us, but downplay us like we're not that important to be paid attention to. Right. Even Slim Thug coon ass, he was like, man, ain't nobody paying attention to y'all black ass, man. It ain't no, back with 2020, ain't nobody trying to target y'all. Man, we the number one thing they targeting.
And the scripture talks about how the apostles shall be sent for a blast.
Do you know how fast Jacob erected a kingdom in America after slavery? That's some scary shit to the enemy.
Or how does Jake stimulate the economy? Look what Dion did to Jackson.
Come on, man.
And then when he transitioned to Colorado, everything went up. When LeBron James went to Cleveland the second time around, it stimulated Cleveland's economy.
Okay, so you mean to tell me 250
That's one
years,
Jake.
250 years of free labor, we'll get shit back?
Right.
We still gotta work.
We built the city.
We built this city.
That's right.
What's that B word you said earlier? B word?
Returning to what, bro? Oh yeah, victim.
Yeah. So this book of Psalm 10 and 8 NLT, they lurk in ambush in the villages, waiting to murder innocent people. They're always searching for helpless victims.
The ghettos are the villages. You know what I'm saying? So you set up all these landmines, all these situations where Jake has to rob each other, has to sell drugs to get up out that situation, but you the one that planted everything. All the stumbling blocks, you set it up systematically.
You said a leopard should watch over your city. A leopard is a predator.
And a leopard will circle around that motherfucker over and over, and it's one of the greatest predators ever, man.
Isn't that what the police do?
Yes, sir.
Circling
Especially like a Jake area, they have like a club. You know Jake been drinking.
Right.
So what happened after they leave the club?
You going through a roadblock.
A roadblock, a traffic stop.
Same thing with drugs.
But what about the Edomite spots though?
Man,
like Shuckers.
Tell the guy never
They don't have a fucking security guard there. One fucking security guard.
You could goddamn drive the car backwards out there, motherfucker, when you pull up.
And make it home
every time.
White boys be white boy wasted for real.
Right, man.
What, the police always riding through Jake neighborhoods, man. Even the neighborhood that's not even like bad, but just because Jake lived there, they patrol it. You don't see these motherfuckers in, I don't know if it's a Highland Village around here, but these big ass, nice ass, unless they going home, he ain't patrolling that shit.
But when they there to protect the evil.
They own it. Yeah.
Looking for suspicious suspects.
What was the slave police, man? Like brother brought it earlier, there's nothing new on the sun, man. You had the slave police. Them crackers, you just roam around the wood with torches waiting to see a slave slipping without his papers, man.
They were the first
he
police.
Still might not make it. They were the first police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now you just fast forward to now. It's the same thing. They patrolling Jake neighborhood. Jake be walking down the street. Where you going?
Right.
Show me some identification.
Right.
Like, goddamn, man, I'm just goddamn trying to go down the street, man.
Hey, you remember kids following house party? When you going to look for kids? They gave them hell, man.
Erase the head.
I was thinking about your boy I missed inside the boys in the hood. That Jake police officer.
Oh man, that's the worst one.
He was worse than
man.
Edomite dude.
You like one of them rogues. 6.
God, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Shout out the Democratic Party.
Yes.
Like niggas love the Democratic Party, Bill Clinton and shit. Yeah. He was in charge of the 3-strike rule and,
Right.
and even a narrative that we're here to help the poor.
What did Joe Biden do? Joe Biden did something crazy as well, right? What did he do?
You'll vote for you ain't black.
Yeah.
But the Democrats the one who wanted to keep y'all niggas in slavery, man.
And back in the day, you Jake used to be Republicans.
Yup.
Look it up.
Yeah.
You was Republicans before you was so-called Democrats.
You know, the nigga you say that to.
I know.
Democrat. And look at the squeeze that happened after the civil rights movement. Man. Look at the down, like every decade it was attack after attack after attack with Jake, man. To where a 25-year-old Jake in 1960 compared to a 25-year-old Jake now, two different Jakes.
Yeah,
Two different Eves. You know?
I'm going to jump to verse 10, Sirach chapter 12. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
But Jake don't even know who's the fucking enemy.
That's the problem.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And within this dynamic, you don't even know who the image is. I mean, who the enemy is, man.
So Jake might be able to go through the most vulnerable times they ever hit this earth. You don't know who your damn enemies are.
No, that's not
So you just go out there straight out, your ass out hanging. You know,
Yeah.
so
It's like a bunch. I'm sorry.
now I was gonna say they're gonna get caught lacking out here, man. Hey, Ronald Reagan, he stated the 9 most terrifying words is, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help you." So that shows you right there. It's never trust our enemy, man. You're never supposed to trust them.
And it was a hanging in Georgia just yesterday.
See?
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? Hey, the water how about you
You
niggas need that. Because to wake you up, man. Who should rouse him up?
Hey, but the apostles always say this over the years, like, you really gonna see Esau Edom really show his horns within these latter times, man. We are in these times where Esau, he's also the Lord's revealing him right now. Like his horns are really being shown, man. You know?
How can you be behind enemy lines and not know who your damn enemy is? They surrounded you, man. You should be able to identify.
And you know the sad part about it is, if this thing closes down, if it requires another, you know what, niggas still gonna go to them clinics. They still gonna go to them clinics.
They said a worse pandemic coming, the second one.
I just still dropping from the first one. That's right.
Yep.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Like
And-
the executive for Pfizer. Hey, you know what? Look, y'all are so important. Y'all go first.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't want to break the
I
line.
don't want to break the
I
line.
got principles now.
Yet take good heed
You gotta watch him.
and beware of him.
You gotta watch him because you know the tendency of a snake. A snake, although it's your pet, and you can nurse the snake, you can feed it, but at the end of the day, if you stick your hand out there, it will bite you.
Hey, when those jabs came, they did a documentary out there in Tuskegee, Alabama. And out of all Jakes down there, they should down there know better what happened to their people, you know, back in with the syphilis situation going on. But there was like a lot, the residents there, like they was all for the jab, man.
But you know what? That's why a lot of you old Jakes are gonna die.
And several Jakes.
And speaking of a snake, you had this lady, she had a pet python or something. It would basically size her up in the night.
Right.
And you know what? And then eventually it killed her.
Mm-hmm.
It killed her. But that's the nature of a snake.
It was spiritual by Trump right at that point.
Yep.
Back in like around 2021, 2020. You know, talking about this the story of the serpent. Now you pretty much refer to that serpent as himself.
And how was he nourished? Y'all gave him a second term.
Yeah, he's like ready to bite y'all niggas.
That's right. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
And when you wipe off a looking glass, you can see the image for what it is. Right? When Bruce Lee was told by his master, destroy the images, then you can see the revelation of the serpent.
Because like if you're in the shower and you let the mirror just fog up, you can stand in front of it and see
A
figure.
silhouette, yes,
a
right.
silhouette.
That's right.
As soon as you wipe it,
Yeah.
you see the reality. You see the
Right, bro?
And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Hey, well, that's the point right there, man. And you were warned. But with that, we hope this was an edification. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone Well, Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Above all. Shalom.